I'm going to be talking about how to invest in cryptocurrency. Now, like anything in life, one simply does not just invest in anything without knowing what they're investing in. Just keep that in mind. Don't be caught up in the FOMO, fear of missing out. Most people see something on the rise, they want to jump on the bandwagon, and they think they're going to make it. It's like the stocks, right? Oh, I heard my friends investing in the stock, let's go buy it. Rubbish, complete rubbish. There's a saying, if you don't know who the schmuck is in the room, you're the schmuck. So the first thing I tell anybody before investing in cryptocurrency is don't. And I'm not saying don't because it's not a good idea. I'm saying don't because you don't understand this space, okay? Like myself, I wouldn't invest in anything unless I truly understand it. So the first step is study the space. Understand what cryptocurrencies is. If you guys don't know what Bitcoin is, what Ethereum is, what cryptocurrency is, what blockchain technology is, there's a guide below this video. Okay, that's the first step. Understand what you're investing in and take your time. Spend a couple of months reading about it. Become an expert in the field, okay? Then once you have a grasp around the industry, the technology, and the different cryptocurrencies, then you can get started. So step one in getting started, once you've done the research, is open up an account on any single exchange. So you can go to Kraken or Coinbase. Those are simple ones, easy to set up, and deposit some money. Don't start big. People think they're gonna become rich investing in crypto. That's not the case. You don't just become rich at doing anything. There's a process, there's a strategy, there's how risk averse are. There's so many different variables for this. So I always tell people, start small, put a 500 bucks in, because hey, if you've been investing, or if you're thinking about it, and if you study the space, you see this volatility like this all over the place, crazy volatility, especially now in cryptocurrency season. It's crazy, all over the place, okay? So start small, 500 bucks, put it in. So now once you have 500 bucks, what do you invest in? So you connect your bank account either through Coinbase or Kraken. You've deposited 500 bucks of fiat currency. Get the big two, okay? Get Bitcoin, get Ethereum for now. Simple, keep it safe. Even though there is a lot of volatility, it's still roughly safer than the other cryptocurrencies. So you have 500 bucks, let's say 250 Bitcoin, 250 Ethereum. Next thing what you want to do is continue researching and educating yourself on the other cryptocurrencies. There's millions out there. I'm not going to name them right now. You can do your own research, but pick one, find out why that cryptocurrency exists in the first place, find out the team behind it, find out what problem they solve, read their white paper, and really understand, should you even put any money into this? Because like any different market, cryptocurrency is no different, because you have speculators, you have market demand, you have supply and demand, you have different layers and different variables and different teams and different individuals and institutions manipulating the prices, no different than anything else, okay? So you have to understand all the different layers. So do your research on every single coin. For example, do your research on Ripple, do your research on Dash, do your research on Litecoin, do your research on Monero, do your research on Golem, do your research on AMP, do your research on, you name it. Like I said, there's thousands, I'm not gonna name them all, right? But do your research on every single one. Understand the space, okay? It's like if I wanna start investing in stocks, I'm just gonna simply invest in it. I'm gonna research Tesla, Amazon, Google, Shopify. I'm gonna find out who's on their team, who's on their board, what's your plan, what's your quarterly earnings from last year, etc. All these numbers and all these things I need to know before I invest, okay? So get that information.
How to invest in cryptocurrency for the first time. This video is for you if you've never invested in your entire life. For the longest time, I was like, crypto, no. That's for the crypto is your finance bros, not for for me. Trust me, before I was intimidated by the thought of Bitcoin and all these jargons and buzzwords, I didn't really care about investing. But as I got older, I turned 20 like a month ago. I'm not that old, but I really wanted to invest in my financial future, and crypto is the future. You won't stop hearing about it on Twitter, so I thought I'd learn. And honestly, I've been obsessed. I personally researched and invested in over 20 protocols, coins, and projects that I personally believe in, and I'm about to share everything I've learned and how you can get started today. Yo! We're gonna make hot girl summer, hot crypto summer. Get that little coin, sis. I wanna see y'all thriving. All right, basics. What is Bitcoin and how does it work? So you probably heard of Bitcoin. It's the largest cryptocurrency and the most popular. By definition, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that you can buy, sell, and exchange without any intermediaries. So no banks needed. People store their Bitcoin in something called a wallet. There's digital wallets and card wallets, which are physical like wallets, but they look like a USB stick. So the way Bitcoin works is, say you want to buy a Bitcoin. Well, you don't go to a single bank. You don't go to a single person, okay? It's a decentralized network. That means the money is basically all around the world. What happens is you communicate to a miner. Miners are these computers that basically mine Bitcoin by solving cryptographic equations. You probably ran into a miner if you dated a finance bro at some point. You walk into their college frat room and you're like seeing a giant machine. You're like, what the fuck is that? That might be an Ethereum miner or a Bitcoin miner, whatever that is. So I'm just speaking from personal experience, okay? You've probably seen one. You've probably heard of Bitcoin, but there's a bunch of other cryptocurrencies under the umbrella of blockchain technology. Blockchain is kind of like the sperm donor to all of these different currencies. My friend Madeline came up with this analogy, okay? Blockchain is kind of like the father, a sperm donor giving its technology to its children so they can thrive and live well and multiply. But Jade, what is blockchain exactly? So blockchain is a digital ledger, aka a public database. Imagine you have a Snapchat group chat, okay? You know, on this app, I used to have a bunch of group chats with my friends in high school, and we would just talk shit to other people, and we would get in trouble because if you screenshot anything or you're typing something and then you disappear, everybody knows. All your actions are recorded on Snapchat, and it can be sketchy if you accidentally say something you mean. Blockchain works the exact same way. Every transaction is recorded on the ledger. Because blockchain has no middleman, everybody can access this database and know what the fuck is up, who bought what, and there's no way to revoke and replace and destroy this information. Everybody has a copy of this public database. So this is how it works all together. So when Madeline purchases a Bitcoin, it goes to a peer-to-peer network called a node. For Bitcoin, this is called proof of work. Proof of work is essentially when these nodes run their computer algorithms, so they verify this transaction. And once a network of nodes verifies a transaction, this block of data gets stored into the digital ledger, the public database. This block of data contains all the information on the transaction history, the amount, the user, the recipient. So then the block is added to the blockchain, and it's permanent and it's irrevocable, and there's no way to destroy this information because it's decentralized on everyone's node and computer. So from start to finish, Madeline purchased Bitcoin, it reaches all these computers, and now the transaction is finished. All right, Madeline, we're gonna buy some Bitcoin. Let's go! Yay! Okay, the first step to buying Bitcoin is setting up your account. We're using Coinbase today. This is not sponsored. I just like it. They're like basically a giant hub. Have you heard of Coinbase?
No.
Oh, have you heard of Robinhood?
Yes. The story? Like, not, is it the story of Robin?
No, that's a financial trading app called Robinhood.
I was like, oh, is it gonna be a metaphor? Like, steal from the rich, give to the poor?
There's an app you need to download called Coinbase. I sent you the link. Go download the app right now. If you guys want $10 worth of free Bitcoin, all you gotta do is use my link below. It is an affiliate link. I get $10 worth of Bitcoin too. So, you know, let's help each other out. Typically with investments, you want to put as much as you're willing to lose. Because with blockchain, you really want to be in the for the long haul because that's how you get maximum return. AKA, you don't want to put money you're gonna plan to take out next day. So 20% is a good rule of thumb. However much money you make in a month times 0.2 and figure out how much you're comfortable if that number looks alright. So right now, Maddie, why don't you go to this, click the blue button, buy crypto with some cash. Which one do you want to buy?
Well, I guess I'm doing Bitcoin.
Good idea. Bitcoin's a good start. It's the largest one, so it's the less volatile. Make sure you do not buy Bitcoin cash. There's a lot of stuff that looks like Bitcoin, but it's not Bitcoin, okay? Make sure it's BTC, not BCH. It's all the same thing. Now, hit preview buy. So we can see here that the current Bitcoin is at 35,000. She's gonna buy it for $10. Coinbase does take a 99-cent fee. This is one of the things that you will run into with buying currencies. Coinbase takes a fee. Woo! And Madeline has successfully purchased how much Bitcoin? Read it.
0.0002513.
I want to end this video with one really important mindset, which is you might make money and you also might lose money. There's something called dips, okay, where your currency might be worth $1 one day, the next day 50 cents, the next day 3. This is the nature of cryptocurrency. You might lose half your portfolio in a day. But there's this mindset called holding or hodl. It's like this meme, basically, where you just want to not look at your portfolio every day. Do not check at it because you need to hold it for long term. Crypto can be volatile in its nature. It does go up and down quite a lot each day. Like sometimes my portfolio is like up a couple grand and sometimes it's down a couple grand, okay? It really depends. So it's really important to hold out. Don't check it every day. Honestly,